Dude.
Morning.
Because we're in Essaouira here with this lovely, lovely rooftop and this lovely, lovely sunrise in my face. I'm gonna take you along with the whole journey of Moroccan Viomatico business retreat road trip thing and all the workshops that we're gonna have here, because there are a lot of things you don't want to miss out on and a lot of lessons to learn from all the people that are here in beautiful Essaouira, Morocco. Good morning. It is 7 something. We're gonna do a nice little morning run, and then after the morning run have some free time, so for me some time to do some work because that needs to happen as well. Then we have a mastermind workshop about lifeboat stuff, something with a lifeboat, and in between we have a really nice lunch. I'm looking forward to it. The nice part about treat that has only entrepreneurs and active people, but specifically the active people part, is that you're still gonna get your workout in, that you're still gonna do your morning run, that you're still gonna do a lot of all the other stuff that is healthy and keeps you active. Yesterday we did not do that much anymore since we arrived, watched the sunset from the walls of Essaouira. So it has like all kinds of walls around it. That was nice. We ate some pasta. In the evening we played at least I played some chess, and the other people played some Uno. So yeah, it was a really nice bonding experience with the group. In the end, we did not do that much except for finishing up some work, had some good food, had a nice walk around Essaouira, playing some games together. Now, time for the morning. Having a nice little coffee here in this lovely Moroccan sun in Essaouira. And right now we're in a different riad. And if you want to know what a riad exactly means, here is an explanation about a riad from the first video of Manon.
What's up?
I only took one microphone. So this is Manon, co-founder of the Viomatico.
Hello, guys.
And is cool and nice. And she's gonna explain us what a riad actually.
Thank you for this amazing introduction. It's good for my ego now. Okay, so we're currently in Riyadh, and as you can see, it's very beautiful. Usually families used to live here, and there's multiple rooms with a garden in the middle, and often there's also a pool in the middle. So it's very cozy because everyone can gather in the middle place, but then the rooms are around the entire building. Was that good?
No, it was awful. It was terrible. Cool. Now you know that what a riad is, so a traditional Moroccan house. You have some nice views of the riad here in Essaouira. So far we did 2 exercises. On the first day after the morning run, we did an exercise about the lifeboat. And here's a short explanation from Robin, who gave us the workshop, on how the lifeboat exercise actually works.
But this is something that will not let you drown. It's the boat exercise.
So the boat exercise is a simple strategy exercise. It's a metaphor basically. So we have an island, we have a boat, we have the wind in our sails, and we have an anchor. So these 4 elements stand for what we want to do with our business, what we already have, and how we're going to make sure that we get there. So the exercise is meant to give business owners clarity in where they actually want to go. Oftentimes we forget the end goal of what we're trying to build, whether that's long-term or quarter per quarter, but it also makes us realize where we are right now, and then the things we're doing that are good, the things that we want to be doing less to get to the island. So I'll explain the different elements in a couple of seconds right now. The island obviously stands for the end destination. So whether that's a sprint you're doing in your business or whether that's long term, you can choose that intention depending on what you want to use the exercise for. But the island is something that you want to describe how your ideal island looks like, and you want to go into as much detail as possible. Obviously, I gotta keep it quite general because it depends on what kind of business you run and how big your teams are, what intentions you have with this exercise. This is going to change the metrics you're going to use to describe your island. But the island is, where do you want to go? And we have the boat. So when we look at the boat, we want to think of where we actually are right now. So what is our boat built from? Who's a part of the crew on the boat? What do we have on board regarding resources and things that can move us towards that island? So we want to question from there already, is our boat at this point capable to even reach the island, or do we need to make certain upgrades? Is the material not good? Is the crew not fit to make it there? Or do we just not have enough resources to do the trip overseas to make it to the island? So that's the second part of the exercise. Then we go into the winds into our sails. So we want to see everything that we are doing right now within our business that is actually moving us forward, that is giving us measurable results forward to make it to the island. So the things that are helping us currently, these can be people, these can be resources, this can be the brand that you have, that can be the tools and systems that you have in place. So again, depending on which business you have and the intention that you put on this exercise, which we do in more detail when we do the exercise in person, but to give you an idea, what's going well and what are the things that are functioning well to guide us to that island, right? Lastly, we got the anchor. So something very important to think about as well is what is currently holding us back? What's anchoring us? What's dragging us down? What's making sure that it takes longer? Are there certain departments or team members or parts of our business that aren't going as we wanted to go, holding us back? Are there certain systems or tools that are not in place or not optimized or automated yet that is requiring us to do a lot of manual work that we could make a lot smoother and a lot easier? Again, I want to keep this quite general. So these are the four elements: our island, our boat, the winds, and the anchor.
And then the second day here in Essaouira, we got a workshop from Manon about breaking limiting beliefs. Here is how that workshop went from Manon about breaking limiting beliefs. Good morning, Manon.
Good morning. Okay, guys.
You gave the workshop about breaking limiting beliefs. Can you tell me a bit on how you structure such a workshop and how such a workshop goes into place to break your own limiting beliefs?
Yes, of course. So we are doing a workshop on limiting beliefs because a lot of entrepreneurs or people in general, we just have limiting beliefs. It's not that we're waking up and we're like, oh, let's work on our limiting beliefs today, because a lot of people, they just don't like doing that, or they don't properly take the time to actually sit and reflect on, okay, which limitations are secretly holding me back? Because we all have our own little thoughts and things in our mind.
What is, because that's the thing, you guided us really nice
Thank
through breaking our limiting beliefs. And if you would simplify that, can you give like a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps so people can do it at home right now to break their own limiting beliefs ASAP?
It starts with reflecting on, okay, what is actually going well? What are actually things that you're feeling proud of? What makes you happy? For example, I know I really love helping people, and that makes me feel successful. So first of all, before we dive deep into the limiting beliefs, reflect a bit on, okay, what makes me feel successful in life? What makes me feel happy in life? Then we go to the second step, and that is, what are the little voices in your head that are always there, or not always there, when you're trying to do something that's a bit out of your comfort zone, or you're trying to do something new? What are the voices that pop up? It would be like, I'm not good enough. Or for example, many years ago, my limiting belief was, my English isn't good enough, so I cannot do my content in English. That's a limiting belief, for example. Once we are aware of the limiting belief, we can dive a bit deeper into it. So we can ask ourselves the question, where is this limiting belief coming from? Is it from someone? Maybe a teacher told you in school, like, you know what, you're not good in maths, you're just a retard.
Just call me a retard.
No.
Okay, so the imprinted limiting beliefs. Go on.
Yes. So people usually it's external factors that imprinted limiting beliefs on you. Could be teacher, parents, family. Sometimes it's yourself. Sometimes it's a friend that made a joke and it actually hurted you. Words can hurt us way more than we usually think they can. Then we're going to look into once we know who imprinted this limiting belief in us, or if it was someone else, or if it was because of something we did, then we're going to look at the facts. How real are these limiting beliefs? You are like, okay, in this moment, this limiting belief was actually true. For me, for example, I was very insecure about my English, but indeed my English wasn't also the best. There were actual situations that my English wasn't the best, but it doesn't mean I couldn't change it. It's very important to understand, okay, this limiting belief, that's in my mind. How much of it is true? And then once you become aware of it, whether it's true, yes or not, that's a deep dive into the workshop, you can actually do something about it. Then we're going to see, okay, if you're aware about this limiting belief, you know where it comes from, you know if it holds a truth, yes or no. Now, what happens if you continue believing? Are still okay?
Really hard. Okay, yeah, go on.
Now we're going to look like, okay, and what if we keep believing in this belief? What kind of impact would it have on our lives? For example, if I would have trusted my limiting belief, I would not be hosting retreats with people from all around the globe today. Very important to also understand that this limiting belief should not have so much power over you and your life. Then we're going to reflect on, okay, how could my life look like if that limiting belief would not be there anymore? Then we finish with a visualization exercise. The main thing I want to say is know that we all have limiting beliefs. You will notice every level you're leveling up to, there will be new limiting beliefs popping up. And it's really good to sometimes take a moment and actually reflect on your limiting beliefs, because the moment you're aware, they will not have that much power anymore.
And then you make a powerful statement why your limiting belief is not true. As in, like, it's almost
we also did that.
What is it? How you call it? Affirmation?
Yeah, we created a powerful affirmation for ourselves. We recorded that into our phones, and you can listen to your own voice
saying that your limiting belief is not true.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Manon. I am able. I am able to deliver results in an effortless way because of who I am and the value I produce. That is why I attract. I am focused. I am disciplined. I deliver and keep my promises. I will strive now to regret nothing. I am a gentleman who will win. Today I'm going to beat myself from yesterday. Today is mine. Today I am better than I was yesterday, and I will work to be better tomorrow. I will attract, produce, deliver to inspire, and be of value. All of this will happen effortlessly because of who I am. Now that we're all back here in the riad in Essaouira, it's time for the last night, last dinner, a nice cooking class where we make our own tagines, and after that go to Agavai tomorrow. So we just had some breakfast and then we did a small run in the morning to do a little workout on the beach. And that was quite nice actually. 5 push-ups, 7 burpees, 10 squats, and 12 sit-ups. And that 10 times, so 10 laps of that. And that just in a row until you're done, and then you count the numbers in the sand. It was really, really nice. And after that, we just took a romantic walk, a romantic swim in the waters of Essaouira, because it's a beach town. So yeah, that's good. Last day, one last glimpse from the rooftop here in Essaouira with this beautiful view in this beautiful area. In a couple of minutes, I need to pack my bags and we go to Agavai in the desert. So I'm looking forward to that. I know we have a sunset camel ride and everything, but that is something you will see in the next video. I'm gonna pack my bags and then I see you in the next video in Agavai. So like, subscribe, do a little rain dance, all of that. And if you like this video, I'm sure you like this video right here. Here, you can click on it. So click on that one, subscribe to follow the journey as a nomad entrepreneur going on retreats, traveling the world, building my business, all of that. And then I see you in the next one. Ciao.